Hello and welcome to episode 13 of my trophy guide for Resident Evil 4 Remake. Select bonuses, extra content shop and purchase the Handcannon for 1000 completion points. Then choose main story, new game and your difficulty of choice. Let me pause the footage here to give some more insight before we tackle this run. You now have to get an S+ rank on professional difficulty or get an S+ rank on standard and hardcore difficulty separately. So you either do one more moderately difficult run or two slightly easier runs. To get an S+ rank, it has to be a new game. The additional time restrictions are 5 hours for standard and 5 hours and 30 minutes for hardcore and professional. I have created benchmarks that I will share at the end of each chapter. If you are over that time, then you should retry and be faster. But to be honest, time really is the least of your problems. Lastly, on professional, we can only use 15 or fewer manual saves. I used most of these saves at the end of a chapter since that was easier to record. I have handpicked 14 points where a save is either required or highly advised. More about the 15th save when we get there. Just ignore my saves and only orientate yourself on what I say, not what I do, when it comes to that for the entirety of this run. This is very important. You do not want to go through this just to only get an S rank in the end. It is also extremely important that you follow my other instructions precisely. Otherwise, you might not be able to replicate later tactics. There will not always be enough time for me to explain everything, but I will try my best to squeeze in as much as I can and make this playthrough as easy to understand and follow as possible. Bonus items from previous runs are allowed, so we only have to push through the village section until we get the Chicago Sweeper with infinite ammo. Money is going to be tight, and so is ammo, but you got this. If at any point you are lagging behind with money or ammo, it is best to retry that part, as bad luck will start to snowball into more and more undesirable outcomes. That said, I actually got very unlucky with ammo and material drops in this run, so you will probably be fine. If anything is ever unclear, then please let me know in the comments so I can clarify. You can bait this enemy into attacking. After he lunges forward 3 times, it is safe to run by him. Grab the green herb from the closet upstairs. Try to position yourself slightly to the right to avoid a potentially thrown axe at you. Do not worry if you ever happen to get hit though. I will pick up all available healing items and will only sell the green, red, yellow herb mixtures, as those go for a lot of money. Smash this barrel for some handgun ammo and break the crate next to the typewriter for gunpowder. Feel free to shoot the crows for extra money and then break the 2 crates nearby for more handgun ammo and 150 pesetas. Going forward, most barrels, crates and drawers will have random loot, so do not worry if you do not get exactly the same loot that I do. Avoid the bear traps and do a quick 360 turn through the shed to pick up some more handgun ammo, a flash grenade and a red herb. Handgun ammo is expendable, but every single flash grenade is very important. Now it is time for the village siege. This might seem daunting, but it is actually not that bad, even on professional. Follow me around to the left to pick up another green herb, smash a crate and then perform a stealth kill on the enemy there. Cycle around the shotgun house and into the building behind it to loot the crate there and then start the siege. As you can see, I'm off to a great start here, but do not let anything deter you. It is totally okay to go through all healing items as long as you get through. We will now just cycle around the village. On our first lap I also pick up the red herb and crate at the south side of the village. Enter the hut, smash the crate and wait for any enemy to follow you inside. Then jump out of the window and wait for an enemy to do so as well. Smash the crate on the ledge next to where you entered and continue walking around the village. As long as there is nobody in front of you, try to move slowly and waste as much time as you can whenever you can. Do not enter the shotgun house yet. Wait with that until I tell you to. Keep your eyes peeled for bear traps. Some enemies can randomly place bear traps and walking into one of those will most likely get you hit. You can even use the bear traps to your advantage since enemies can also get caught in them. Eventually a cutscene of the chainsaw man entering the village will play. Do not skip this cutscene as the siege timer keeps going down during it, lowering it by 12 seconds. Now as you cycle around the village you can enter the shotgun house and let that cutscene play as well. This will lower it by another 25 seconds. Now quickly loot the handgun ammo, first aid spray and smash the barrels before going upstairs. Here we pick up the W870, the hand grenade and the shotgun shells on the bed. If there is an enemy here, then remember to pick up these shotgun shells after the siege. Jump out of the window, pick up the velvet blue and stall as much as you can. Do not stand too close to the edge of the roof as enemies can throw their hatchets at you. Then jump back down and cycle around the village again. After roughly 5 minutes the bell will toll and the siege ends.
You gotta be kidding me!
You can find an additional green herb at the top of the watchtower, and one next to the town hall. Now enter the building opposite of the shotgun house and loot the 2 barrels and crate. The second barrel always holds a hand grenade. Now make your way towards the exit and loot the building to the left for a ruby and the one on the right for more handgun ammo. This is your bonus save opportunity. If you really struggled getting through the village siege, then make a save here. If not, then it is better to use it later. Smash the barrel and then destroy the medallion hanging outside. Then take out the 2 enemies with stealth attacks. For now, whenever you find resources small, you will want to craft shotgun shells. Do not use it for anything else, and try to craft it as soon as you can. You will generally get more random gunpowder drops the less gunpowder you have in your inventory. Shoot down the pearl pendant from the windmill so that it does not drop in the well, and then shoot the medallion inside the shed to the right. Also break the barrel behind it. Knife this medallion and then break the barrel close by. Shoot this medallion inside the window, grab the green herb next to the way shrine, and then shoot the final medallion behind the shrine. You can now send your handgun to storage because you will get more ammo for any weapon you are holding. This will increase the drop chance for shotgun shells. Break the crates and barrel and then avoid the tripwire. Go past the ladder to find a yellow herb and then climb upstairs. Drop down here to collect the flagon and break all 3 barrels before entering the barn. Break the barrel and then pick up the ruby, kitchen knife and wooden caulk. Then quickly climb the ladder to avoid the brute. Swiftly break the barrel, loot the cabinet, then jump outside and break the crates before placing the gear in its designated spot and switching the lever. Pick up the shotgun shells on the ladder and then drop down to escape the farm. Push this crate quickly and move onto the stone bridge if enemies are following you to de-aggro them and then break the 2 barrels nearby. Now go past the boulder trap and break the barrel there as well. You can avoid the next pitchfork enemy by hacking the right wall. If she does charge at you, then dodge her by running backwards. On professional difficulty, you cannot stun an enemy by shooting them in the head with your handgun. You would have to blast them with your shotgun, which wastes valuable shotgun shells. So we only want to do this whenever absolutely necessary. Break this crate and enter the lakeside settlement. Take a left and duck under the tripwire so you can break the barrel, crate and pick up the resources small. Watch out for the bear trap and avoid the enemies. Stay left here and run past another bear trap before turning right to avoid another enemy. Knife the padlock to get into the cabin and disarm the tripwire by shooting it or pressing X next to it. Loot the 2 cabins and stealth kill the enemy before finishing the chapter. We will want to finish this chapter with a time of 18 minutes or less on standard and 20 minutes or less on hardcore and professional. Again, ignore my save here. I point out our first save point soon.
Shit, they took my gear.
At the start of chapter 2, we smash the crate for a green herb and then pick up the kitchen knife from a corpse. Stealth kill the first enemy for another kitchen knife and enter the next room. Immediately position yourself behind the right bear trap so that the enemy walks into it. This gives us an opportunity to stealth kill him and peacefully take out the rat running between the bear traps and the furnaces. Now loot the 2 furnaces for some handgun ammo and a sapphire. Trigger the other bear trap, smash the barrel for another kitchen knife and kill the second rat in the other corner of the room. Jump through the window and wait for the next enemy to pass by before jumping through the opening and taking them down. Then turn around to take out the last rat to complete the merchant request. Turn the wheel and go to retrieve your stuff. Open the crafting menu and craft shotgun shells if you can. Then craft your herb mixtures before opening the key items and treasures menu. Insert 2 rubies into the flagon and leave the abandoned factory.
Taking these back. Who's that?
Smash the crate and pick up the rifle ammo before talking to the merchant, where you obtain 6 spinels for the completed requests.
Welcome. Nice work.
Now sell the Hunter's Lodge key, all treasure, the primal knife and the green red yellow herb mix. You can also sell the hand grenades if you need more money or inventory space. Then purchase the SRM 1903, which also gives you the scope for free. Lastly, we upgrade the W870 to power level 3 and the SRM 1903 to power level 2. Open the storage, attach the scope to your rifle and then retrieve the handgun. Make sure you have a shortcut for it and remember it, as we will have to switch between it and the shotgun during the next section. Create your first out of 15 saves and follow me to the valley. Wait here for the enemy to turn around and stealth kill them. Until we enter the castle, we will rarely enter combat and even more rarely actually fight an enemy. Our weapons will always be upgraded enough to one-shot all but the strongest enemies. Climb the ladder and take out the 5 enemies with well-aimed headshots from here. Do not go any further forwards. Now shoot the explosive barrel to lure the enemy to the right towards it, and shoot him with the rifle as well. Now you are free to safely drop down, but do not diverge from my path. Smash the barrel and enter the house next to the gate to find a yellow herb and a first aid spray. Leave and pick up the enemy loot on the bridge. Then approach the other house while aiming above the building you just exited. Eventually, an enemy will pop in that we want to immediately headshot. Afterwards, you can send the rifle and scope to storage. Now get into the house, stealth kill the enemy inside, and wait for the other 2 enemies that just spawned in to get to your location. In my case, both enemies came through the window, but most of the time the lady would drop from the roof. Take out both enemies with a single shotgun blast. Always go for body shots to make sure the whole spread connects. We also want to loot the 2 lockers in here to get another flash grenade. Pick up the small key from the briefcase in the neighboring room and then pick up the enemy and barrel loot outside. The next steps you want to do quickly. Shoot the explosive barrel behind all the enemies with your handgun and then blast the enemy approaching you with the shotgun to kill him. Quickly turn back and use the handgun to shoot the explosive barrel below you right as another enemy passes by it. Lastly, we go where the first explosive barrel was and kill 3 more enemies with our shotgun. Pick up all enemy loot, smash the barrels and open the chest to pick up the ruby. Once we approach the valve, another enemy spawns down at the gate, so quickly open it and drop down. Do not forget the enemy loot here and make your way to the hexagonal emblem. Pick up more enemy loot and the 3 barrels on top of the roof. As soon as you step onto the roof, a lot more enemies will spawn in, so quickly pick up everything and then leave. Enter the abandoned factory and use the small key to collect the elegant mask and head back to the merchant. Sell the green, red, yellow herb mix and more hand grenades if you want to, and then purchase the recipe for bolts. Until we reach chapter 6, we want to craft 4 bolts a total of 3 times. Make absolutely sure it says bolts times 4. If it says bolts times 3 or less, then go in your inventory and manually select an undamaged kitchen knife for crafting. Crouch and approach the enemies so you can stealth kill the first one. Then sprint to the other to stealth kill them as well. Lastly, slowly proceed to stealth kill the third one as well. If anyone spots you, then it is better to leave and wait a few seconds for the enemies to reset, instead of wasting shotgun shells to kill them. Now pick up the handgun ammo and crouch through the opening where you can pick up a resources large. This is the other ingredient to craft bolts. Then smash the barrels and collect the sapphire from the chest before going up the stairs. Do not forget to smash this barrel as well. Smash this barrel, then land 3 well-placed shots to drop the sapphire, close the well and drop the pearl pendant onto the lid. Pick up the sapphire and grab the crate and green herb inside the shed. Then quickly collect the pearl pendant and break the barrel before running past the chainsaw man. Shoot the crow's nest for some gunpowder and break the 2 barrels on the way inside the mansion. Collect the ruby from the drawer, pick up the brown chicken egg from the oven, and take the small key lying next to the front door.
Someone has shown up their neighbors.
Loot the cabinet and collect the hand grenade and 1000 pesetas before solving the padlock puzzle. The solution is wheat, pig, baby to unlock the crystal marble. Avoid this enemy by baiting him to attack 3 times or running around the table and go upstairs. Next to the typewriter we can pick up another red herb. Here I craft my first 2 batches of bolts. Again you have to craft 4 bolts 3 times until we reach chapter 6. You can keep any extra resources large to craft flash grenades later. Pick up the handgun ammo and take the insignia key to finish this chapter. You will now want to be at a time of 33 minutes or less on standard and 36 minutes or less on hardcore and professional. Leave the mansion and free the dog from the bear trap. He gives us a free down on the El Gigante fight in chapter 4, which means we can use one of our flash grenades for a lot of extra loot and a trophy later in this chapter.
You too, huh?
Smash the crate in here and make your way back to the village square. Dodge the dogs by quickly running towards the well. Again, you want to squeeze against the right wall to avoid the bear trap on the ground. Smash the 4 barrels down here and use the insignia key to get into the town hall. Kill the viper inside the first crate to the left. Now open the 2 cabinets and smash the crate before shooting down the velvet blue. Finally, you can open the briefcase for a first aid spray and open the cabinet for some shotgun shells, and then leave the town hall. Break the 3 barrels outside and combine more shotgun shells or bolts ×4 if you can.
Got some new wares, stranger. You're in for a treat.
We now sell all the uncombinable treasure, the viper, and again the hand grenades if you are struggling with inventory management. Shoot down the crow's nest for some rifle ammo and enter the graveyard. Once your camera starts zooming in on the church, you want to stop sprinting and walk towards the building to the right. Enter it and stealth kill the enemy inside. Now open the cabinet, pick up the handgun ammo and smash the crate outside. Stealth kill the other enemy as well and then break the 2 tombstone symbols next to you. We can also shoot down another crow's nest for a chicken egg. Open the gate and smash the nearby crate after skipping the cutscenes. During the next enemy encounter, we can just run past most of the enemies. Quickly climb the ladder and run towards the enemy throwing Molotov cocktails. He will throw over you and all the other enemies will not attack you while he throws his projectile. This enemy sometimes climbs up to you. If not, then blast him with the shotgun to get through. Do the same with the next 2 enemies. If you line it up well, you can even stun both enemies with 1 shot. Do not worry about picking up any loot. We can still pick it up in Chapter 4, as it will not despawn. Disarm the tripwire and exit combat. Here we can break a crate for a lot of money and pick up more handgun ammo. Now ready a flash grenade and throw it in the middle of the quarry. This will stun both dogs and kill all 10 crows, unlocking the Shield Your Eyes trophy. Again, ignore all the loot and run past the dogs to avoid them completely. Grab the resources S and break the 2 barrels and the crate. Run past the merchant for now and pick up the hexagon piece A. We now make our way to the fish farm. Drop through the floor and get ready to stealth kill the brute. Not only does that eliminate the biggest threat here, but it also rewards you with a velvet blue. Now follow my exact path to comfortably avoid all the enemies. Do not worry about picking up anything here. We can come back in chapter 4 to clean up this place with all enemies gone. Pick up the chicken egg and boat fuel and leave the fish farm. Shoot the enemies blocking the exit if necessary.
This is what I'm talking about.
Hug the wall to the right here so the archer sees you too late before jumping down. Smash the crate and drop down to the docks. Turn right and enter the building where we can break 2 barrels, open a drawer for another kitchen knife and pick up a yellow herb. I actually just realized while writing this script that I accidentally used the green red yellow herb mix. So don't do this. Don't throw away 10,000 pesetas. That would be stupid. Leave and break the 2 barrels outside. Then loot the cabinets inside the other building. I have now crafted 3 batches of bolts. Remember to do this if you have not yet done so. This will slightly depend on random drops of resources large, so don't worry if you don't have as many as I do by now. We need a total of 16 bolts in chapter 6 and we will get 5 in chapter 4. Shoot the medallion underneath the docks and now you can go to the typewriter near the merchant and make your second save as the Del Lago fight is up next, and this is just a total pain. It is the exact same fight as in our NG Plus professional run, and you saw how messy that can get. Be very aggressive while always anticipating his jump attack. The longer the fight drags on, the more erratic its movements will become, making it very tricky and sometimes just completely up to chance if you get slammed into some floating debris. So having a save here can really save your ass some time. At the end of this chapter you will want to be at a time of 48 minutes or less on standard and 53 minutes or less on hardcore and professional. That concludes this episode. I will see you in the next one.
Think you can swallow me whole, huh? son of a bitch. I need to do something.